Anyway, let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, so unless you've been living under a rock these past couple of days, um, I'm sure you've seen everybody and their moms post about the fact that we're now in the fall, or as the Euros like to call it, autumn. So with that being said, I thought it'd be a good idea to search, do a quick Google search, and react to a few articles regarding fall trends for um, fall, winter, or autumn, winter 2021. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Uh, the fall and winter is not my favorite season by any means. I don't like the cold, so usually when fall rolls around, it's a sign that winter's coming, and that's not a happy thing for me. So yeah, but I do like the colors. I do like the colors that come with fall. The browns, the oranges, all of that stuff. Really deep greens, very deep colors. I like that a lot. But I don't like the actual season. It's not the point here. Just that I should give you all of that. Let's get started. I tried to make this a short video. I swear I did. But it's not short. So enjoy. Okay, here we are on the internet. To get things started, I will go to worldwideweb.google.ca because I'm in Canada, and I'm gonna search fall winter 2021 trends. Okay, and I'm gonna click the first link. I'm a tab hoarder. I'm a hoarder of tabs. I open all of my new tabs, all of my stuff in a new tab. So that's the first link that pops up. We'll see. Harper's Bazaar is trustworthy in the fashion world. I want to do that. Who, What, Where? Never heard of that website, but it's the third one. Elle Canada? Sure. Cosmopolitan? I'm sure we've all heard of that one before. And Vogue. I was waiting for that one. 7 days ago. I think I'm not late to this, because when was the first day of fall anyway? I'm on Google. Let me search it real quick. First day of fall 2021. Wednesday, September 22nd. Oh, that's today. I'm on the nose. Okay, let's get to the video. Oh, I thought it was like a week ago, and that was late. I thought a week ago, but it wasn't. I'm on time. I'm gonna go through it from like most trustworthy or like most reputable. Just because it's reputable doesn't mean it's trustworthy. Let's just say that. And then to like least reputable, based off of how I know it. I've never heard of these websites before, but they're up there, so they must mean something. Vogue is obviously number one. And then I have Elle Canada, Cosmopolitan, and Harper's Bazaar. Harper's Bazaar is number two in my books. And then Cosmo and Elle is like even for me. I'm gonna do Cosmopolitan. And then what's playing? Turn it off. Oh, I can just mute. Holy. Okay. So Elle Canada, Cosmo, no, yeah, and then Pure Wow, and then Who Wore What. That's how I'm going to go through. Okay, here we are, number one website, Vogue. This is Vogue UK specifically. Yeah, trends kind of do differ depending on where you are in the world, but between the UK and in Canada or United States, I don't feel like it usually has that much difference. So yeah, let's do it. I don't read all this frou-frou. Here we are. The first trend according, is there, how many? 63 trends? There's only 10 trends. It's 63 photos, so I feel better. Let's continue. So the first trend that we have here is called sheer fantasy. So just a bunch of sheer clothing. This is obviously high fashion, so it's a little out there. I don't feel nothing for this personally. I did thrift a top recently that was this year. So yeah, they've got Simone Rocha, Alexander McQueen. I've just Nancy Docata. No, I don't know how to pronounce that. I've read this designer before. I've never pronounced the name. Yeah. Next trend is body positive. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Whether you're wiggling around in a festival field, but we can cross our digits, or working through some cat-cow sequences on our yoga mat in your living room, designers have seemingly got full. Oh, okay. So this is what this trend is. What's it called? Basically like catsuits. I've been seeing a lot of that lately too, but this is a more elevated version. Is it something I would wear? Not personally, but I've always admired it when it's been done properly. So should I rate them? I should rate. I give this trend a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7. I don't like the name of it, but I like what it has to offer. Yes. Prada. You see, like, I like this Wolford times Amina Muaddi. I like this a lot. I wouldn't wear it personally, but it looks very good. Miu Miu. We love a Miu Miu. Saint Laurent. Nice. Bottega Veneta. Nice. I just wouldn't wear it. But I really like it. I'm gonna bump it up to an 8 out of 10. The next trend that we have is color therapy. We're with Benjamin Bruno on this one. It transpires that the stylist frequently turns up the Jonathan Anderson studio wearing hot pink and yellow t-shirts in the middle of the wintertime. So with this trend, what we're seeing is flashes of very like bright saturated colors, but in the wintertime, which generally these colors that we're seeing here, we generally tend to see in spring summer trends or on the runway for spring summer shows. So just a little shift in where colors exist overall. I'm not mad at that. Only I like going through these articles in general, but I'm not a big follower of trends. Obviously to a certain degree, because when I go out shopping, I'm shopping in places that are very trend. If I'm not thrifting, even at the thrift store, they merchandise their clothing. So if I'm shopping at a big box store like a Zara or an H&M, I am shopping within trends just because that's how things get sold. So just based off, so that you see like a very bright blue, it's really nice. These green shoes by Bottega Veneta, I like these a lot. Very bright saturated yellow. Look at that. I don't like the color pink, generally speaking. No, not at all. But it's nice. Yes. So I would give this trend I would say like an 8.5 out of 10. Or a 9. I really like the colors and I like what the trend has to offer. And if done properly, if shopped within properly, I think you can find pieces within this that will last you a lifetime, for sure. So the next trend is out. Cast off the sweatpants, retire the Birkenstocks, and give that jaded hoodie a well-deserved vacation. Designers are in the mood to cut loose and live fast. So this is just based off of like this little this little thing that they put together up here, it's easy to assume that this trend is sequins, which they find a different name for it every year, but sequins for fall winter have all the time. I can't remember the last time where I haven't seen it. I guess what changes here is the silhouettes. I haven't been paying much attention to fashion like that in a while, so I can't even speak on what the silhouettes are here, but sequins is nothing new. And I'm not a big fan of like sparkly in your face stuff. So personally speaking here, I'm gonna give this trend like a 5, only because like it's been done before and I don't feel like it's anything new. So yeah. Holiday season, we see it a lot come like Christmas time, and the sequins tend to be like red and green because of that, or the silver. So nothing new here. I've seen it before. Nothing wrong with it if done properly. It always looks nice, of course, but yeah. So the next trend we have is Mood Indigo. Again, we're still on Vogue.com. And this trend is dark denim. That I'm excited for. I love denim. And so denim, but indigo denim specifically, which is, I would say, I mean, the closest to a true indigo would probably be this one right here. Just based off of like personal experience and personal knowledge, this is the closest to an indigo denim. And I like that I'm seeing this shift away from super casual wear. Like, I understand that athleisure was a thing, and like clothing that could double as like, I don't know, like office wear and going out like evening wear, that type of thing. But I like that we're seeing a shift more towards getting dressed up again. I like that a lot. I never really got into the athleisure thing, or like gym clothing for everyday clothing. I didn't get into it, so I'm enjoying to see the trends shifting away from that. Let's read. The denim directive for autumn: skinny jeans are out, baggy wide legs fits are in. That's speaking to me on a deep level. Many a designer leaned into indigo. For examples, look at Hermes, where crisp, sharply tailored jeans and denim jackets came in smart, dark navy washes, to Dior, where high-waisted, front-pleated styles were paired with a furry bomber jacket, and Molly Godard, whose straight-leg turn-up styles looked no nonsense paired with Fair Isle cardigans. I'm living for this right here. I'm absolutely positively living for this. This Wales Bonner belted. I love this. I'm so biased. I'm very biased to this trend. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I love this. Totem. They make good jeans. I mean, I could never afford them, but I really like the shape and I like the fit and I like the fabrics that they use here. Oh, look at this Alexander Mcqueen dress. So pretty. Bottega Veneta, low. I am so biased towards this trend. I love it. 10 out of 10. I'm excited. I'm gonna get me some denim. More denim. Maybe I should take you guys through what the denim that I own. It's nothing special, but it's something. I have denim. Okay. Next one. All puffed up. So this is not a new trend. I don't feel so. Puffer jackets, or just, yeah. This is all jackets up here. So puffer jackets have been back and booming for like, what, 3-4 falls now? At least, if not more. So this is not new, but I like puffer jackets. If depending on how you dress and how you've created your personal style, it's definitely a winter to winter type jacket if you find the right one that what's the word I'm looking for, that matches your personal style. So Just based off of what I'm seeing here, this is already like a 9.5, 10 out of 10 in terms of how I feel about the trend. Let's read it. All puffed up. Once upon a time, puffer jackets were the highly technical preserver mountain explorers. Now they're worn by everyone from Wall Street traders to Sundance Festival actors to Premier football managers to Downing Street prime ministers to inner city teenagers. That was a mouthful. Your mother has one, your grandmother has one, your dog probably has one too. Because the thing about puffer jackets is, once you have heard the gospel of the puff, once you have tried on the puff and witnessed its advanced thermal properties for yourself, once you have invested in a puff of your own, well, you're never taking it off. That's how I feel about puffer jackets. You find the right one, you find it's a 10, bro. That's what it is. I should have probably, oops, I zoomed in because I can't see properly. Okay. Yeah. So they have a kite. I've read this brand, never pronounced it. My favorite color is red, so I'm biased towards this one. I really like it. This is Louis Vuitton. I don't like this. I don't know what Virgil's doing over there. But this one's cool though, because I'm seeing the Western inspiration in it, like the jewels on the pockets here, and just the shape of the black against the white here. It's giving me very much like, I don't know, like when you got a cowboy boot on, like that shape over there. So I like the details on the jacket. I just don't like the jacket. Who is this? Miu Miu. This puffer jacket screams Miu Miu. Just screams it. Oh, Bottega Veneta. We've got Rick Owens. That's a good one. I like Rick Owens. I don't know if I could ever rock it, but I like it a lot. So the next trend is mini adventure. Just based off of little collage that they put together, mini skirts, which I've personally been seeing a trend towards anyway, so I'm not at all surprised that this is in this article. I've got long legs, so I'm excited for this. Just mini skirts. I mean, we're still in the fall or beginning fall, so if you wear your mini skirt with a thick tight, and it can work well. So let's read what it says. When we say mini, we're talking about skirts. So short they wouldn't look out of place hanging in a stylish member of a Sylvanian family's wardrobe. Anyway, and then you see Fendi, Lanvin, LaQuan Smith, Philosophy de Lorenzo, amongst others. Here is the first one. That's Exhibit A. And then that's Exhibit B, Courage. I like the trend. Again, super biased. This is personal opinion here, okay? No fact, just personal opinion. I love mini skirts. Just based off of seeing it on TV growing up, early 2000s, mid 2000s, that whole area of like Paris Hilton and like late height Y2K fashions on like the red carpets at all of these like kid TV award shows and everything. I really like that too. Hilary Duff. I don't know why I have Hilary Duff in my head, but my biggest inspo was at that time like a Christina Aguilera, Paris Hilton, and like groups like TLC and Aaliyah, just the way they were rocking their clothing. So the next one is Miu Miu. I went on all of that to say I need to circle back. I love mini skirts, but I don't like the shape of this one. I don't like the A-line shape. I like more of a pencil skirt. So yeah, I just thought I should let you guys know. That's how I feel. Miu Miu, the plaid, the houndstooth. I always get I don't. Anyway, Prada. I like this one a lot. Mioka Prada, on point, and it's red. I'm like, as much as I try to be smart about what I like, because I know I can be biased towards something things, it doesn't always work that way. Red's my favorite color. Ooh, Simone Roca. I like the military inspiredness, like the utilitarian, utility. I don't know what words. I'm gonna find it. I think. No promises. Anyway. Ooh. So this is Mew Mew. And that looks like, what's that? Missoni? That looks like it could be, but I'm not sure. So nitpicking, love the play on words here. Obviously knits. I love a knit sweater. I don't own anything other than knit sweaters. I would love like a knit pant. That'd be so cool. I wouldn't wear it. I don't know if I would. Sometimes I wonder, like, obviously affording clothes is like has to do with money. And so I wonder if I had more, would my style, like what my style would look like. Would I be more daring in what I wear? I don't know. My biggest thing when I like for my clothing is that they fit me properly. So I don't know if like tailoring to me is like more important than what the clothing is. So I don't know if I would like venture out more or if I just focus more on making sure my clothes fit me. I don't know. It's I like to think about it though. I do. Anyway, nitpicking, knit sweaters or knits in general. So if the urge to hibernate has not yet subsided, you'll welcome autumn's swaddle-tastic taste for knitwear. From ankle-skimming sweater dresses to body-swamping blankets, cashmere turbans, knitted hangbangs, and nubbly arm warmers, sweater dressing was ramped up a notch for the new season, inviting tonal takes and a pile-it-on attitude. Gabriella Hearst loved the maxi sweater dress so much she showed it twice. Once in her eponymous lines collection, and again for her Chloé debut. Oh, I've heard of her name before. Anyway, so the first item, we've got this two-piece set by Fendi. It's nice. I like it. This is Wales Boner. That's Parenza Schuler. I've heard of this brand before. I just don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't want to butcher it. I'm not going to do that. Gabriella Hearst. It's giving. It's giving. I don't know. She showed it twice. Okay. Chloé. Okay. At least she differentiated it between both brands. Because I feel like some designers take what they like personally and try and shove it in the brand that they're designing for a little too much. So yeah. In general, the idea of knitwear, again, biased 10 out of 10. Based off of what I'm seeing up here, like the options or what this vogue.co.uk chose to show us, I'm not loving. But knits in general, I'm loving. It's giving 10 out of 10. Next, Trail Finder. Okay. So if you've been paying any type of attention, even if you're not super into fashion, you would see that there's been this shift towards like tech wear, but more in the lane of like trailing and hiking. So I think this is what this trend is talking about. Maybe let's read it. What to make of the autumn's collection's preference for XXL sleeves that droop for far below fingertips? Perhaps it's a throwback to 90s teen angst moment when Marc Jacobs brought grunge to Perry Ellis. I remember watching a documentary about that. The fashion world was in shambles. Evidence of a tough but vulnerable attitude that saw thumbs wearing through the knits that would put a grumpy teenager in detention. Or perhaps a designer's collection, Chirophobia, is a response to months of turning unsanitized door handles with the cuffs of clothing rather than risk bare skin on potential virus-laden surfaces. So Trail Finder. I don't get the correlation between the name that they chose for this trend and what I just read or tried to read. I think I remember about 4 words out of all of that. That's Prada, Jacquard Detail Meaty Dress, Ray, Lorenza Schuler, Peter Petro, Dolce & Gabbana. I don't know what's going on here. I was completely off the mark about what this trend was, and I don't know how I feel about it based off of what I'm seeing. And with that being said, I think this is like a 2. Some of the silhouettes were nice, but I don't love it. That's a 2. Shoe sing in style. I don't know what this word means. Based off of this outfit right here, I'm getting like snow pant vibes. Like, I don't know what the material is, but like very big, puffy, padded snow pants. Let's go. Shoe sing in style. After a ski season that's proved a total whiteout. That's a good play on words. European resorts have been closed for much of the year due to the pandemic. Mountain adventures were on the cards at Chanel and Miu Miu. Virginie Viard staged her Chanel show at Chez Castel. Paris left Bank Boîte and conjured up an après-ski scene to rival that of Gustard or St. Moritz, with models shedding giant furry coats and up-clipping furry boots covered to reveal. Okay, I'm done reading. I'm gonna link these articles in my bio or the description. In the description. So if you guys are interested, you can go ahead and take a peek at these articles yourself. Let me know what you think of the trends, of the trends in general. I was right. Very with like mountains and ski inspired clothing. So this is Miu Miu quilted nylon down jumper. Alexander Mcqueen. I love Alexander Mcqueen. If I remember correctly, the person that's designing for him right now is like his best friend. Not his best friend, but he had like a sidekick that worked with him all throughout his time as like the designer for Alexander Mcqueen, and she's the person that's designing for the brand right now. I don't remember. Don't quote me on this at all. But that's it. I really like this, and I like how it's there's a corset that's kind of built into the jumper. I'm in Canada. It's called a sweater here. This is Bottega Veneta. I like this one. I like this a lot. Prada, giving grandpa cardigan, which is nice. That's very much trending right now amongst like younger people. I'm younger people. So yeah, this is nice. These are the boots. And that's the end of this Vogue article. For this trend, I'm gonna give it like an 8. So I took a little break and I used that time to use my brain a little bit, and I was thinking, and I have like 6 articles open and they're all going to have the same trends in there, so I don't want to go through each article individually. So what I did though, because I was like reading through them, and some of them have stuff that the Vogue article that I spent all my time going through don't have, and I would definitely love to show you things that, I mean, what I'm going to show you in these articles are things that I picked up on personally that are also now being shown in these articles. Not also, but like I picked up on them and then I ended up finding the trend in an article. So I'm going to show you guys what that is. The first one being from Harper's Bazaar. The name of the trend is Tailored on Tailored. So this is a trend for like tailored like suit jackets and suits and trousers in general, which I found to be interesting because I was talking about tailoring and like if I had the money, would I focus on tailoring or like something else? So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I caught on to it and I really like it. And I love a well-fitting suit or article of clothing just in general. So I'm glad to see that this is something that I picked up on it and something that's trending for fall winter 21. The next thing I found was make it meaty, so like in length, like a meaty dress, which is it hits like maybe like halfway down your leg, and I like that a lot too. Just like the trends of like cottage core and stuff like that, where like the dresses are getting longer. I was like, I feel like it's gonna be a thing for the fall, and I'm seeing this again in Harper's Bazaar. I like this a lot. I think this one right here, it doesn't say who it is, and I can't tell off the top of my head, but I like the pleats in it. It's really nice. I really like this trend. So the next trend is coming from Elle Canada, and they've called it Space Oddity. This one I didn't pick up on personally. I was going through the articles and I really liked it. I don't think it's new per se, but I just like the futuristic fashion. The reason why I stopped on it is because there's something about it that reminded me of like Missy Elliott and like Afrofuturism. So I found this to be interesting and it looks nice, and these specific pieces are done well. I don't know exactly who they featured, but it's nice. It's very nice. Also from Elle Canada, this is this they dubbed it Craftwork, which is basically like patterns and patchwork and everything. I've always had a fascination for like quilted blankets and patchwork jeans and all of that stuff. So that's what caught my attention here. I've been seeing an uptick in like DIY jeans and like quilted pants that are along this line here. So I really like this here. I think it's going to be very niche in general for a super specific, like for a while, or even by the time people finally start to catch on. It's still very niche and it's still very specific, but I think if it's done well, it's going to look really nice. So the next thing is sweater vests, or vests in general. I knew. I've been new. I knew. So this is from Pure Wow, the website that I clicked on, and everybody I've seen, there's not one person I haven't seen with a sweater vest on. So, and they're easy and versatile to wear, so I'm not at all surprised that this is a trend that is being mentioned for fall winter 21. Next one is platforms and flatforms. This one, I don't know how to explain it. I was on YouTube and I came across this video. If I can remember it and if I can find it, I'll link it, about how like trends in fashion follow along with like what's happening in the world currently. And so what's happening in the world and what's happening in fashion, sometimes it's like fashion first and then fashion dictates and then the world follows, and sometimes what's happening in the world happens first and then fashion follows. So in school, when I was in school, we learned about the zeitgeist and how that kind of like this is the trends and the ebbs and flows in the world and whatever. And so at some point, if you go through fashion history, it's not the first time we're seeing platform shoes become a thing. And the last time it did happen was disco days. So in the 60s.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
It's just things I wanted to expand on a bit more. I don't write a script, so everything is always off the dome, and I always forget always end up forgetting to mention a lot of things. So in the video, I said that the last time in recent years that a lot of us can remember that we saw platform shoes, boots, sandals was in the 60s, 70s, in like the disco days. But I was like thinking, and I was like, that can't be the last time we saw it. And I remember one of the first times I could remember that we last saw platform shoes was in the early to mid 2000s. I remembered this because around that time my sister was starting high school, and then just girls had to go to school as part of the uniform in these like chunky ass platform sandals or platform shoes. And I remember that so vividly because I was excited to finally get to the point where I got into high school and I would get the chance to wear those as well. By the time I got to high school, everybody was allowed to wear sneakers, so that didn't happen. And those ones are very reminiscent of the chunky Versace sandals. Versace sandals that we have been seeing around recently. And then the reason why I can this is something that I'm a bit more attuned to is because I remember that like after the Y2K bug and like everybody going into panic, there's like that strong sense of despair and feeling like the world was about to end, which we have been feeling recently just due to COVID. So I was able to make that connection also with that video that I mentioned. And then in recent years after Y2K, there was another time that I remember seeing platform shoes, sandals, just platforms in general, and that was around like 2012. We had another the world was ending moment, and around that time we saw a lot of platform sandals then too. The most memorable ones are probably the Litas by Jeffrey Campbell. We saw those everywhere. So that's just two instances after the 60s, 70s disco days where I can strongly like put together a sense of like a big thing happening in the world and then something coinciding with it in fashion.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
It makes sense that platform shoes are coming back right now. It's basically when the morale of the world is down, then people want to get higher. That's like the easiest way I can explain it. Okay, so that's everything. I went through everything that I wanted to go through, and I had a lot of fun doing this, calling out trends and like sitting and analyzing and speaking on trends for the season. That's it for fall winter 21. See you guys in 6 months for spring summer 2022. 2022. Yes, that's how you say it. For spring summer 2022. I'm going to try my best to remember to link all of the websites that I use in the description box. Yes, the description box down below, and let me know what you guys thought of what the trends are, how you feel about them, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.